Hello everybody and welcome to part 11 of What If Izuku Midoriya Was Born with a Quirk. If you haven't seen the previous parts, there'll be a link in the description below and the annotation above. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and if you enjoy the video, please leave a like. The students get together to do the test of courage. Midoriya ends up with 0 this time. The fifth pair, they're not the fifth pair, but the fifth pair goes in to do the test. As they do, a gas appears in the forest, and other villains start popping up on the training camp. Midoriya realizes that the villains are attacking and goes to help Koda since he thinks that Koda is probably alone and scared. Zero tries to return to the main building, which he thinks is safer. Midoriya arrives at Koda's secret area, secret base, whatever you want to call it. It is at this point, Koda crawling away from Muscular, that Koda gets a telepathic message from Mandalay. Midoriya gets there and sees Muscular and Koda, and breathes fire at Muscular with the most potency he can, like the strongest he can. Midoriya tells Koda to get behind him, and once he tells Koda to run away. Koda says, "No, I won't let you die like my parents." Midoriya turns to Koda with a smile. "That won't happen. And the priority here is your safety. Go to the main building and hide with a racer." Koda runs to safety while crying, and Midoriya is left to fight Muscular. The fight goes on with Midoriya holding his own for a bit, using his fire breath and moving it to hit Muscular, while Muscular builds the muscle fibers he usually builds up, like he builds them up in the main continuity. He is just buying time, like Muscular just buying time to become stronger. Once Muscular has enough muscle built up, he tells Midoriya, "You fucked up, kid." Midoriya hits him with his fire to no avail. It does no damage. And with the next attack, Muscular continues speaking. "At this point, you have no hope of defeating me." The next 2 minutes, Midoriya spends running and attacking from a distance, but eventually Muscular catches Midoriya by the leg and throws him to the wall. Muscular walks to Midoriya, now unconscious body since it was a very strong throw, and proceeds to beat Midoriya to a pulp, leaving him at the verge of death and in drastic need of medical attention. The attack of the villains eventually ends with Tokoyami and Bakugo being kidnapped. The pros and authorities search the area for Midoriya. They eventually find him, but sadly by the time they find Midoriya, he passed away. A few days later, Yaoyorozu gives the pros a tracker to find the Nomu she planted the tracker on. The Bakugo rescue team is not a thing in this version, like the student version of events, since Midoriya and Ida aren't there. The pros and the police coordinate to be able to take down both areas at the same time, where the villains can be found. All Might and his group, this time including Mirio, go to the bar to take down the League of Villains. They manage to take down Kurogiri and restrain the rest of the villains. This time, that group includes Stain, thanks to Camely Woods. At this point in another location, All For One defeats the heroes that were sent to raid the Nomu factory. The restrained villains at the bar and Bakugo start disappearing and warping. The heroes wonder if it is Kurogiri, but Gran Torino says no, he's out cold. Bakugo starts warping and All Might tries to grab him, only for him to disappear just before he can. The only people there besides the heroes are Stain and Tokoyami. Stain is knocked out cold. Tokoyami thanks the heroes for saving him. Suka and Stain, before he gets knocked out, says, "All Might, the only true hero," and then he gets knocked out. Tsukauchi tries to call the other raid party, but they don't respond. All Might realizes that is where Bakugo is, and the League were teleported. All Might turns to Mirio and says, "Let's go, Lemillion." And they leap towards the other area, jumping from building to building until they get there. On the way there, All Might says, "Mirio, once we get there, you should be the one to fight All For One. I'll take care of the League and take care of Bakugo's safety." Mirror asks, "Are you sure about this, All Might? You have more experience." All Might says, "Yes, but your power matches mine. That combined with your quirk will give you a bigger advantage in battle against him than me. Plus you're less emotional." The two heroes arrive and Mirio directly attacks All For One and starts keeping him busy and actually has the upper hand in combat. While this is going on, All Might quickly takes care of the League of Villains using a Texas Smash followed by a Missouri Smash followed by other attacks. The League is taken down within 2 minutes. Once he is done with the League, Gran Torino arrives at the scene. All Might asks, "What took you so long?" Gran Torino answers, "We aren't all as fast as you, Toshinori." All Might says, "Take young Bakugo to a safe location." This comment makes Bakugo lash out, "Hey, All Might, don't fool yourself. I could have handled myself." All Might says, "Come on, Bakugo, we don't have time for this." Bakugo shuts up and begrudgingly goes with Gran Torino to a safe location, like just outside of the danger zone. All Might takes the League of Villains to a police precinct and drops them off there, where the police kind of take it from there. All For One tries to stop All Might from taking the League of Villains there, but Miro just hits him as he does. The cameras from the helicopter show the battle between All For One and Lemillion. Mirio eventually takes down All For One with little problem, actually, just a few minor scrapes, since he actually managed to have all the attacks go through him. All For One, its attacks just went through Mirio, yeah. And Mirio managed to predict All For One's attacks enough, because of the training with Night Eye, easily, so he managed to beat him. Mirio eventually hits All For One with 100% Detroit Smash, throwing him against a wall. All For One hits a broken pipe, getting impaled. And that's actually a wound that kills him. Mirio stands with a broken arm because of the power of the punch, and lifts his other arm in victory with a huge smile on his face. The next day, All Might in his deflated form announces his retirement to the world because of his weakened state by the villain they defeated yesterday, and appoints Lemillion the next symbol of peace, getting him an official hero license for his efforts as a hero. I hope you all enjoyed this series. Sadly, it seems not many of you enjoyed it. That's why the decision to end the series. And I also thought that this was a natural way of ending the event, since I don't really think that Midoriya without All For One or without something like his fire breath wouldn't do much against Muscular, because Muscular's the way the muscle fiber works. The fire would burn the extra muscle fiber and wouldn't do damage to Muscular, so Midoriya would have lost. That's just my opinion, and I discussed it with another person, and we both agreed that he would go after Koda to help him. So because Midoriya has no backup, he would lose this fight. I mean, you guys may all disagree. I might get a lot of backlash, and I already did get some people complaining that I didn't give him One For All, in the series. But I already discussed that again with the same person, and we both agreed that because Midoriya has a quirk, he wouldn't really have been seen as that valorous. I mean, All Might really would have needed someone special, and Midoriya wouldn't seem like that one. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the episode and the series. Make sure to leave a like if you liked it. You can even leave a dislike if you don't like the way it ended. And subscribe if you're new to the channel. Make sure to leave a suggestion in the comments for what you want to replace this series. And until next time, have a nice day, everyone. Bye!